Let's talk about paying for college. This is Mrs. Denny, school counselor here at Shamawa Middle School, and also Miss Gomez, our MTSS school counselor. We're going to talk to you about how you pay for college. A lot of students say that they are not going to college because they can't afford it. Their family doesn't have the money to pay for college. But there is a lot of help out there to help you pay for college. If you want to go to a four-year university, if you want to go to community college, a vocational or trade school, it doesn't matter what kind of school you want to go to, there is money to help you pay for it. So let's talk about that. So we're going to share a little bit about our financial aid stories with you. I went to UC Santa Barbara. When I was a high school senior, I filled out the FAFSA, the application to apply for financial aid. Now, I am 10 of 11 children, very big family, and my parents were farm workers, so there was no money to help me pay for college. But because I filled out that FAFSA, I was given grant money from the university I attended, from the state of California, and also from the federal government. That grant money is considered gift aid, and it's money that I did not have to pay back. So when I graduated college, I actually didn't have any student loans. And I also did get scholarships, which is also gift aid, money that you don't have to pay back. So I got lucky. Not that if you have to take out loans, that's what you have to do to get your education. But I got lucky in that I didn't really have to take out any loans.
I always knew I wanted to go to college, but as a first generation Mexican American student, I wasn't really sure how. And I definitely did not know how I was going to pay for it. I knew it was expensive, and my dad, he was self employed. My mom, she didn't really work outside of the house. So I knew I had to reach out for support and ask for help. I went to my school counselor and I asked him, what are some of my options? He told me how I could apply for financial aid. And by completing my FAFSA on time, I was able to go to college fully paid for. So I ended up going to UC Riverside, and along with my financial aid package, I was also awarded work study. A lot of times with these jobs, you get to work on campus at your school, or sometimes they have jobs outside of school. And for me, I was able to work at an elementary school as a Hearts tutor for the Hearts program. Thanks to FAFSA, I was able to get a free college education where I was able to graduate from UCR with a bachelor's in psychology and a minor in education.
Yo, Marcus, you remember my older brother Ike, right? Yeah, hey, what's up, Ike? I heard you having the time of your life and still getting a degree so you can make some good money once you graduate. Yo, I'm trying to do the same and get that diploma. After high school, I can't just stay around here. Plus, they say it's easy to make an honest living with a college degree. Can I pick your brain for a minute? Cool. So what's good? How you feeling? I wanna go to college, but tripping over tuition. Transportation, dormitory living, spending all my money on books don't sound appealing. Don't complain, I'ma put you on the game. If I can do it, you can do the same, but no time for playing. First things first, keep your grades up. Try to graduate high school with an A plus. Enjoy the moment, but time will fly past you. First thing everyone should fill out is a FAFSA. But what's that, bro? For financial aid, man. Fill it out to figure out money you could be paid, man. There's a good chance you might end up with some grants, but you still need to budget your money far in advance. Apply for every scholarship you see. Some are based on gender, ethnicity, or your desired degree. Talk to your counselor. Search on the internet. If you plan ahead, you can manage any kind of debt. Google scholarship and find sites like FastWeb. Here's the baton, finish strong like the last man. College, trying to get the high learning. Do your research, that degree need the higher earnings. Invest in yourself and see the return later. Get the knowledge in the paper, income will be greater after college. Yeah, the fee could be high, so go to fastfood.edu.gov and apply. Work study scholarships, grants, and loans. You don't have to pay for it all alone. If you want to go, I ain't preaching to the choir. I just want you reaching higher from grade school to college or trade school. Knowledge is power, whether you get it from Harvard or community college, where it's cheaper but credit still get acknowledged. Closer to home, and no need to worry. See, you can start there and transfer to a university. The state school is cool, the options are extensive. Private schools too, though sometimes more expensive. But I told you before, you don't have to pay for it alone. There's such things as loans, both private and federal. I'm telling you, the federal is better. You get an interest fix, which means it won't switch. Plus the rates will be lower on the money that they're giving you. When you start paying back, pay back your principal. Private loans can help too if you really need one, but the interest high. Only take out what you need, son. Did I mention work study after class? You can work on campus and earn extra cash, or work off campus, maybe at night. If you're lucky, meet the love of your life. Yeah, that's life in college. Trying to get the high learning, do your research, that degree, need the higher earnings. Invest in yourself and see a return later. Get the knowledge in the paper, income will be greater after college. Yeah, the fee could be high, so go to fastfood.edu.gov and apply. Work, study, scholarships, grants, and loans. You don't have to pay for it all alone if you want to go to college.
There are a few different ways you can pay for college. Of course, you can start saving early. You can apply for scholarships, which is free money. Scholarships are like gifts. They do not need to be repaid. There are actually thousands of them, offered through many different organizations. Grants are also typically free money that do not need to be repaid. There is also state aid, which again would be something that can be distributed through your FAFSA. There is also work study. The great thing about work study is that it provides part-time employment while you are enrolled in school. There are also student loans. Loans typically do need to be repaid, and there is a lot of responsibility tied to loans. Loans are money that you can borrow. So, how do you access this valuable financial aid? Well, that's where FAFSA comes in. It helps to break down the acronym. FAFSA stands for Free Application for Federal Student Aid. The first step in applying for financial aid would be collecting all of the necessary documents needed to apply. A full list of what you need is available at fafsa.gov. It is recommended that you complete it after October 1st, your senior year of high school. And only one application is needed for most types of federal and state financial aid.
So, what is financial aid? Financial aid is money that can be used to help pay for college expenses. It can be grants, which is money you don't have to pay back. Work study, you get a job on campus and you get paid from your work study money. Student loans, which is money that you do have to pay back when you're done with college. And also scholarships, which is merit aid, also money that you do not have to pay back. Almost every student is eligible for some type of financial aid. When you're a senior in high school, that is when you start applying for financial aid, and you have to apply for financial aid every year that you're in college. So once you fill out the FAFSA, the financial aid application, you will get what's called the cost of attendance. So the cost of attendance is an estimate of the total educational expense for the school that you are choosing to go to. And the cost of attendance is different at each school. So for example, Riverside Community College may only be $4,000 a year, but UC Riverside is closer to $20,000 a year. So your cost of attendance includes tuition, how much it costs to go to the school you want to go to, any fees they charge, the books and supplies you will need for that school, room and board, whether you're going to live in the dorms, in an apartment, or at home, transportation, and also any other miscellaneous expenses that you may have when you're in college. You may get federal financial aid. So federal financial aid consists of a lot of different types of aid. You can get the federal Pell Grant, which is a little over $6,000 a year to help you pay for college. And again, grant money is money that you get, it's gift aid, and you don't have to pay it back. Federal work study, this is money that you get and you get a job on campus or with a community that's associated with your school, and you get a job and your paycheck comes from your federal work study money. This is a great opportunity for you to gain experience while you're in college, so you have a resume when you graduate and start applying for jobs. Federal subsidized student loans and federal unsubsidized student loans, these are two different types of loans that you can get from the government. And loans you do have to pay back when you're done with your education, but again, going to college is an investment in your future. So if you have to take out a loan, it's no big deal. Just pay it back when you graduate college. On top of federal financial aid, you may also qualify for state financial aid. This is money that the state of California will give to you Again, it's grant money, so it's money that you get that you do not have to pay back. So there's different types of Cal grants, California grants. There's Cal Grant A, Cal Grant B, Cal Grant C. Cal Grant C is actually for students that do not want to go to a full-year college. They want to go to occupational, vocational, or technical training programs. So again, there is financial aid for everyone, no matter what kind of school you want to go to, and even depending on what kind of GPA, how you did in high school with your grades. The Cal Grant A, you have to have a 3.0 GPA or higher, but the Cal Grant B, you have to have a 2.0 GPA or higher. So I want to just emphasize this. There is money for everyone to help you pay for college.
The next thing we will discuss is institutional financial aid. Any institution, like a university or a college, can have grants and scholarships that they directly award to students. A lot of times, you will need to go to their websites to be able to look for these scholarships. What you want to do is you want to get connected directly to university or college of choice and see if there are any scholarships available and ask how you can look for these scholarships and apply for these scholarships. Now, university grants are based on need, pretty much like any other financial aid. Many university scholarships are also based on grades and or ACT or SAT scores. This is another reason to do really well on these tests. Scholarships. Scholarships are free money. So find and apply for as many scholarships as you can. It is free money for college. It is money that does not have to be paid back. Scholarships are awarded based on merit, need, skill, hobbies, family history, athletics, writing ability, race, ethnicity, nationality. The list goes on and on. There are so many places to look for scholarships. Here you can find a list starting with fastweb.com. So this website is great. There are so many scholarships you can look for. Of course, you want to click on the ones that would best fit maybe your description or you as a person or your need. You can look for scholarships through your school counselors. Asking your school counselors directly, they can direct you to different websites, or sometimes they get applications from schools and other organizations that they can directly hand to you, or at least show you where to go. You can find scholarships through your college of choice, through books, through other local organizations, through churches, and also family employers. So again, the money is out there. Find and apply to as many scholarships as you possibly can. If you need support, if you need help, always ask your school counselor. But put in the time to look for these scholarships. It is definitely worth it.
We've given you a lot of information about financial aid, and maybe you will remember some of it, maybe you won't remember some of it, but the most important thing is that you understand that there is money to help you pay for college. So as a middle school student, please do not decide that you can't go to college because of money, because you can go to college. So do your best now and in high school to make sure you have every opportunity available to you. If you want more information about college, about community service opportunities, about planning for high school, come see your school counselor. Mrs. Cook posts on our Shamawa Google Classroom a lot of information about middle school scholarships. Did you know that there's actual scholarships that you can apply for right now as a middle school student? And also check out our Shamawa Counselor website. We have a lot of information for you about financial aid and going to college on there as well. So come see us. We'd love to talk to you about this.